Morning students, we will continue with the lesson business services, that is lesson number 4. In the earlier topic we have done about the types of bank account, saving account, current account, fixed deposit account, recurring deposit account, multiple option deposit account. This is what we have discussed in the previous lecture. So let's continue with the banking services. Okay, as we all know, the main primary function of the bank is borrowing and lending. Okay, beside these two main functions, there are also various other services being offered by the bank which we are going to discuss. Now let us start with the first one, that is bank draft. Now let us try to understand what is bank draft. So here it is an order issued by a bank on any branch of the same bank to pay the specified amount to the person name in it. That is what you call as bank draft. Okay, now usually when you will go for your college admissions or any university admission, that time they most of them has a demand for bank draft only to deposit with the form. Okay, now when this bank draft is prepared, what is being a requisition, it is a requisition slip has to be filled in by the customer for the issue of the bank draft. When the customer requests a bank draft, the issuing bank withdraws the draft amount from his account. Okay, and you should also keep in mind that for all this purpose the bank also charge some fee. Okay, so and this fee amount may varies from bank to bank because सब banks में एक जैसे charge नहीं होते. It keeps, it depends on or it varies from bank to bank. Okay, it is also known as demand draft or banker's draft. So keep this thing in mind regarding bank draft. Now the next is banker's check. Okay, so banker's check is also like a bank draft. Here like a bank draft, there is a guarantee by the drawer bank about the payment of the banker's check to the payee. So why such banker's check is being issued? The reason is in order to avoid the risk of dishonor. Okay, banker's check is payable at the branch of issued and is used for payment within the local clearing jurisdictions. Okay, इसको हम पे ऑर्डर भी कहते हैं. Now let's see the other functions. Other than this, we can see bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is a short-term loan being provided from the side of the bank. Okay, sometime it happens like the customer is allowed to overdraw his current account up to an agreed limit. Okay, and bank gives this facility after taking some security or personal guarantee, and this overdraft is a kind of temporary loan, and even charges, bank charges or whatever interest is also levied by the bank on the account holder. So next is cash credit. Now cash credit also refers to the loan given to the borrower against his current assets like shares, stocks or bonds. And here, that is in cash credit, a credit limit is being sanctioned and that much amount is credited into his account, that is in the account of the holder. The borrower may withdraw any amount within his credit limit. Okay, so cash credit is it helps what the businessman or the person who is the holder of the card, so that he can meet the day to day working of capital needs. And when such facility is being provided, the interest is also being charged. So uh, let's repeat once again regarding the banking services. The first one which we did was bank draft, then banker's check, bank overdraft, cash credit. Other than this, as we know, there is also electronic fund transfer system, that is online system for transferring fund. And after the demonetization which was introduced in India, uh, this facility of online transfer of fund has almost increased, and bank has also come up with number of changes or modification has been introduced in the system with the demonetization. Now much of the transactions are being done online, and number of apps are also being available, as you can see, for utilizing the facility of online transfer of fund. Okay, so all types of online transfer of fund is also included in the banking services. Okay, then moving on to the electronic banking or e-banking. Now as we see, it's a age of internet. So with the use of internet and e-commerce, electronic banking is increasing day by day. Now what is it, what benefits are there for electronic banking? See, if there are benefits, there are equally limitations also. It is up to the customers, that's why notifications are given from the side of the bank, like we should not share our UPI pins or any such information to any link or any such unknown people. It should not be shared, so that such fraudulent activities does not take place. Okay, so electronic banking or any electronic medium should be used very judiciously and very carefully. We should be very careful while making such use. We have number of advantages, but at the same time a little bit carelessness can increase the chances of fraud. So we have to be alert in all these cases. Now let's go to the topic once again. The growth of internet and e-commerce has resulted in e-banking, and in electronic banking it is a service provided by many banks in which a customer is allowed to conduct banking transactions over internet. Okay, and for having such transaction, personal computer, mobile, all these uh, equipments are being required. Okay, now uh, even bank provide number of direct deduction from the accounts, like if I want to pay my electric bill, and every month the bank will deduct a direct payment can be done through my account. I can avail that facility, but I have to instruct the bank accordingly for that. So there are number of things, as I told you, number of benefits can be used. Now if suppose LIC premium, I don't remember the dates, and in order to make a proper, that is a payment of premium on time, I can make the direct deduction, or I can utilize that facility where whenever such a premium amount means will be asked from the department to pay, so it can be directly deducted from my account. So here but as I told you, for paying bills or paying even premiums, or for utilizing any other payment, we can make use of it. Now let's go to electronic fund transfer. So here in electronic fund transfer, it can be done by the way of NEFT or RTGS. Okay, when we talk about NEFT, it means National Electronic Fund Transfer, and National Electronic Fund Transfer System is an online system for transferring fund in which transfer of money can take place from one bank to another bank on net basis. Okay, so just keep in mind NEFT, that is National Electronic Fund Transfer. Then moving on to the automatic teller machine, that is ATM. All of you are aware of it, isn't it? So even ATM is the best way of utilizing the services. But if you can see, net banking and other online services have also been introduced all over, so we can easily take or we can easily avail the facilities. So students, we will discuss in the next lecture about POS, credit cards, ATM in more detail. So I am ending my lecture now, and we shall continue in the next lecture. Thank you.